Hello everyone, and welcome to another beer review. Now, I've been searching through all my bloody reviews, so I have, trying to see if I've actually reviewed this one or not. And going by my research, I don't think I have. But if I have, I'm sure somebody will tell me. But yeah, it's quite sad now that you're raking through. Have I done that before? Yeah, maybe I've done too many. Probably people say, oh, yeah, you've done too many. Gonna stop. But yeah. So today we're doing Dartmoor Brewery, Dartmoor IPA. There we go. I was actually ordering this because I was kind of struggling just now, because you pop into some of the supermarkets now that you think, well, I'm kind of finding it hard to find ones that I haven't already done, or you're looking at them thinking, you know, I don't really want to do them, you know, that type of thing. You know, sometimes you've got to take one for the team and all that, but then another time you just think, no, I really don't. So there you go. So anyway, so it's Dartmoor Brewery IPA, 4%, and you spill in the back. Oh yes, that's also a little Union flag as well. There you go. Eh? Must be far right. Not going by what the media says. If you've got a Union flag on it, it's got to be far right, isn't it? You know what I mean? So anyway, what did it say? Dartmoor IPA is highly drinkable, light, golden pale ale with a unique blend of English and Australian hops. Okay, yeah, okay. Creating a subtle tropical and grapefruit flavour. Should have read this. This is the problem, is when you do click and collect and you order things online, and then, you know, you don't really read the spiel thing. Have I done that? No, right, we'll pick that one. Have I done that? And you're just doing that. When you also know if I'm doing IPAs, you can scrape my bottom of the barrel anyway. Well, it is in my area anyway. So Dartmoor Brewery is the highest brewery in England, situated 1,465 feet above sea level in the heart of the beautiful Dartmoor National Park, which I'm sure that's up in North Devon kind of area, isn't it? The superb beer is traditionally brewed using only the finest ingredients. Again, it's always the finest ingredients. You don't say, shitty ingredients related to potato lands, because it's all about the money. You know, so it's any old shit we can put in there. There's corn plasters, a whole fucking lot in there. Who cares? We're not drinking it. We're counting the money, you know. But no, it's all the finest ingredients, which always seems to get me, because if they're all using the finest ingredients and they're all so experienced and wonderful and master brewers and everything else, then why are there so many shit beers? Answer me that then. You know, if you're all so fucking wonderful, you're all using the finest ingredients, then why is there so much shit out there? Just asking the question. Unfortunately, nobody's given me the answers yet. This superb beer, like I said, is traditionally brewed using only the finest ingredients: English malt, Dartmoor water, hops and yeast. Dartmoor Brewery beers have been enjoyed by beer lovers across the southwest and beyond since 1994. So there you go. Brewed at Dartmoor Brewery, Station Road, Princeton. Yeah. It was PL20. Alright, so it is over that way then. Okay. Fine. For some strange reason I thought they're up towards kind of North Devon area. Maybe that end of Dartmoor, but no, they're down the other end. Okay. Fine, fair enough. And yeah, it's 4% and nothing really else. There you go. I suppose. Better crack it open then, eh? See what this finest ingredients are going to deliver. I have to get my knife out. Don't worry. But see, when I was looking, here's the best laugh. See, when I was looking to try and find a bottle opener, I managed to find a wine bottle opener, a travel corkscrew puller. Didn't even know I had it. But usually, sure enough, you're looking for something that you need and you end up finding something you don't need. It's always the bloody same, isn't it? Right, oh Jesus, this thing's fucking useless. So it's fucking tickled. You've got to get it right on the little nib, because it just won't open if it's in between the nibs. That's the problem most people have, eh? Just trying to get in between the nibs. Right, before this gets worse. Yeah, there we go. Wow, there we go. Look at that. It's fizzy and pours like cider. Oh, Jesus. It's not even a hint. Not even a fucking hint of a head. And the glass is clean. I cleaned it myself, you know. But yeah, so for people on the podcast, it's a nice kind of light kind of golden colour. No head whatsoever. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not even a hint. Look at it. Looks like a fucking glass of bloody apple juice. What does it smell of? Well, it's got a kind of slightly citrusy. Is it grapefruit? Maybe a hint of grapefruit. But because I can smell some kind of malty sweetness there, some slightly golden syrupiness. With that, with the grapefruit, it's slightly giving me more kind of passion fruit vibes. You know, because again, if you're getting grapefruit, you don't expect to get sweetness, you know, so. But yeah, you are getting a kind of a fruitiness, a kind of more tropical side of it. Maybe zesty. But yeah, right. Let's see what it tastes like. Subtle is probably the best way of putting it. It is, it's quite subtle. There is a hoppiness there, and it is slightly kind of grapefruit tea meets kind of slightly passion fruit. But it's actually quite subtle, quite gentle. To the point is it's more of a nice accent rather than a kind of flavour that kind of lingers or anything like that. It's just, and it's light enough that you can still taste the beer and everything else, and it's a wee bit gassy, which is strange though, because the mouthfeel actually doesn't feel gassy, but obviously there's a bit of gas there. Obviously not in the head though. It is a bit, isn't it? I do apologise if you have adverse reactions to me breaking wind, but I don't do it lightly. I only do it if I have to, so I can breathe. But yeah, it's just it's holding right there just now. But yeah, kind of strange actually. Let's even try and get a headline. Let's try and get something on it. Look at a glass of fucking fizzy apple juice is what apple ate. It doesn't want to. It's like, no, I'm not doing it. Fuck off. The head's not making an appearance. It's like, no, staying in the bottle. Fuck you. But yeah. What I would say though, it's lacking a bit of body in the mid-tongue. So it is. It's quite sessionable and everything else, but yeah. You just want that little bit more kind of malty body in the mid-tongue. It's just not, it's just a bit lighter, ever so slightly almost watery in the mid-tongue. And because of that, that's probably why the hop flavours are kind of a bit dulled down and a bit gentle. Is because everything in the mid-tongue and beyond. So you're getting a little bang. I'm not saying a big bang, but you're getting a little bang of flavour in the front of the mouth, and then moves on to the mid-tongue. It's like, oh, it's they're really not holding any kind of major structure. They're just kind of, everything just feels like an accent flavour with a kind of wateriness kind of in between, and then it just carries on and dissipates. So it does. Just lacking body and intensity. Now, initially I got was the hops, and that's what I homed in on when I took my first sip. But with my second kind of sip, that's when you start to kind of really notice as well. Not really much there. Once you get past that, kind of leaves accent flavours of the hops initially, and then you're like, where's the rest of it? Just not really there. Christ. No, that is actually quite watery. What percent? Because I've already covered the flavours. It's just getting a little bit of malt, a little bit of grain, a little bit of sweetness, just not too much. It's not a big bang. If you compare it to other beers, it's not a big bang. But if you compare this to the mid-tongue, then it is a little bit of a big bang. Because the mid-tongue is really severely lacking. Because you go into it and you're just getting little accents, like I say, of the bit of sweetness there. You're getting little accents of grapefruit, and just between the sweetness and the grapefruit kind of being gathered, you're just starting to get little kind of hints of kind of passion fruit. And that's it. The malt just drops off, the grain just drops off, and yeah, there's just, like I say, there's a kind of wateriness kind of in between these accent flavours, and that's it. It just, from there, it just hits the back of the mouth and the back of the throat and just completely dissipates like that. And nothing lingering, no nothing. It's as quick as it can leave the building. And yeah, I mean, it's sessionable. Because let's be totally honest, apart from the kind of the gassiness initially that I was getting, it's still sitting there, by the way. There's going to be a big one at some point. There's no resistance, really, to it. It's to a certain degree quite bland. Still want to come, it's still... Oh, God. It's just sitting there and it's annoying me now. Just sitting there, oh Jesus, when you go, you know, just get it out and that's it. But no, it's just kind of... the gas is lingering more than the actual flavour of the beer, which is never a good sign. Never a good sign. But yeah, and I'll tell you what it's like. Because of the carbonation and slight wateriness, you're getting little hints of sparkling spring water. That's what it feels like. You're getting little kind of Perrier kind of vibes to the kind of mid-tongue, which is kind of unusual. That's not something, oh well, getting citrus, I'm getting Australian hops, I'm getting, oh, Perrier, you know. No, something's not right there. Seriously, it's not right there. We could have maybe got that on when you're looking at it and you poured it and you're just getting, I mean, I'm trying to give it a head. Here out. And then that's it. Look at it. Right, okay. What would I give this out of 10? What I'd probably give this out of 10 is similarly what this beer gives me in the mid-tongue. Not much, unfortunately. It's just initially I was just getting that little kind of flavours, gentle flavours of the hops initially. I thought, right, I'll go back in and let's see what the body's like and the malt and everything else and the grain and all that. And excuse me. It's not there. Just not there. And I'm thinking, That's not a good kind of situation to be in. But yeah, I've got to be honest. It's lacking. It's lacking in body. It's a bit watery. The malt, malt and grain, you're only getting a light kind of presence at the front of the mouth. Then after that, it's kind of gone. Really, it's just after the front of the mouth, it's really kind of non-event. And although the mouthfeel doesn't come across as gassy, as you heard yourself, there is a bit of carbonation there, maybe a bit too much, especially for my liking. But it doesn't come across in the actual mouthfeel, but you can hear it. It's a little bit over-carbonated going by how it pours, and obviously what's stuck right there. So yeah, taking all that in, I'm trying to remember what the price of it was. It's over £2. I remember it was over £2, but it was part of a deal buying in Asda. I think you were getting 3 for £4, so that brings it down a bit. But it's over £2 as original price. Obviously, I'll put the details in the beer facts down below, but that's way too much for this beer. Even if it was actually an okay beer and actually had a bit of body to it, but how it actually is after tasting it, it's even less worthy of that kind of price range. So yeah, I really take that into account. 500ml bottle, over £2. You're only getting it under £2 if, like I say, you're taking advantage of the 3 for £4 deal. Or 4 for £3 actually is probably the best way of putting it. Because 3 for £4 wouldn't be such a good deal at all. But yeah. But yes, see, I feel kind of, I feel slightly skanky if I gave it really a bad mark, but I've got to be honest. Yeah, that's the thing, you take a local brewery and you don't want to feel like you're kind of shafting it, but the problem is it's leaving me no other options. Let's be totally honest, it's just lacking. What flavours are there are okay, they're fine, but it's the flavours that aren't there is the big problem. That's the reality. So on that basis, it's 1 for the bottle and 1 for the fizzy pop. Apple juice kind of aesthetics. Yeah, give it 2 out of 10. What can I do? I don't like doing it. I don't enjoy doing it in any way, shape or form. It saddens me, especially local breweries and everything else, but it's just not good. And on that basis, I can't recommend it, and I certainly wouldn't buy it again, and I certainly wouldn't recommend anybody else to buy it unless you want to kind of confirm what I'm getting. Feel free, but if you want something that's very sessionable to the point is that there's hardly any flavour there, then yeah, this is up your street. You can have 4% alcohol with no resistance apart from the carbonation. But yeah, unfortunately, a bit quite disappointing, let's be totally honest. And kind of sad as well, to be totally honest. No, I wanted it to have a bit more to it. I wanted people to give it a decent mark. Anyway, so it's a 4%, 500ml bottle. It's over £2 under normal circumstances. It's 2 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Cheers. And bye for now.